in the blitz portion. If he cannot do that, then I think Alexandra's a big favorite because she's going to win the bullet. She's a better player, I would say, on average, in the blitz for sure. And so Levy just has to keep it as close as he can.
What do you think of his opening choice in this very first game, going for bishop g5 at h4?
I'm not amused. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not amused. He was playing this h4 nonsense against national master James Canty in the I Am Not a GM event. He lost quite a few games, got a few very bad positions. So I don't really like the choice from Levy.
Why do you think he's so relying on this? If he got so many bad positions in that match, as you said, do you think he has some improvement? Hopefully he has looked at this line since and there's gonna be some improvement.
I think mainly it's about Levy just wanting to sort of not go into mainline openings, avoid preparation, as opposed to having a specific amount of theory or ideas prepped. So that being said, however, she is not playing the way that James Canty did. Canty was playing c5 on move 3, whereas Kosteniuk played d5 on move 3 and is trying to develop the bishop and develop the knight. So a little bit different. h5. Whoa, that is a very bold move. I am kind of shocked by that move, actually. That I don't understand that move at all, because if white were to go h5, there's always g5. So very bold move. Very, very different.
From Alexandra's play, I feel like she did not expect this line. Maybe she thought that it was only for that one match, and she thought that Levy was going to play something more traditional in today's match, because I think she is somewhat surprised that this is on the board, and she reacted in a surprised way. She's somewhat confused.
Yeah, definitely. Also, you guys, they're playing 3+1. And Levy just allowed e5, however, and now in one move it went from, I think, better for white to being much worse potentially, because now you have to be careful that there aren't forces like pawn to e4. Knight takes knight and e4 and bishop b2. e4 bishop b2. e4
Yeah, as confused as Alexandra was, now she is in the driver's seat after e4, as you mentioned, that b2 pawn is falling. So this was a surprising turn of events. Levy had a good position out of the opening, but he couldn't use the momentum.
Right. This is really bad for white. He goes rook d1, so he wants to play knight e4. Again, I feel like black can maybe just go queen e7 or queen f6, just castle queenside, very slow, very quiet. And I think it's looking very bad. There's also bishop g4, by the way. Don't forget about bishop g4, because the pawn supports the bishop as well.
Yes, this is not looking good. And at the same time, the evaluation bar started showing some
I think there was some idea with pawn to c4, because you create a fossil with knight e4 and you hit the bishop on b2, put pressure on the center, and the king on e8 is a little bit loose. But anyway, Levy castles. Not the best move. And now I think after black castles to kingside or queenside, potentially black should be much better.
She castles kingside, as you predicted, and she's got the semi-open f5 for her heavy pieces. Not the most traditional setup in front of the king. At the same time, it's all fixed, so Levy cannot really get to the black king. He is pushing c4, which is logical,
right,
to open up the diagonal, but the a3 pawn is also hanging. What would be the best reaction here?
I'm inclined to think something with bishop g4, maybe knight e5, cd5, bishop g4. Actually, I something like knight e5, cd5, bishop g4 looks best to me, because the problem is if you take a3, if you were to take a3, white can take d5, and then your e4 pawn is also going to collapse. So your whole center is kind of collapsing.
a6, okay, so bishop a4.
Again, I like knight e5 and bishop g4.
Yeah, that seems to be the type of move Alexandra would definitely go for. She goes b5 first. Oh, she wants c takes b5, then knight e5?
I guess, but isn't there some knight e5, knight takes e4? Oh, Levy! Oh, no. What is that? Yes, that was not correct. I mean, you know what this reminds me of is in the French Winnower, there's a line where white goes a3, black goes bishop a5, b4. Yeah. And you capture c takes d4. You capture towards the center, not away from the center.
Exactly.
Because now black's center is very secure. The pawns are protected. What you want to do is capture towards the center on d5 and then take e4. Because even though you get your pawn back, black can go c6 here, consolidate the chain of 3, and black is much better. So this looks quite bad for white, quite bad.
Yeah, it's just such a strange game to start with from the opening.
After c6 was there knight takes e4 because of the pin? Maybe?
Oh.
I don't know. At any rate, Levy is doing very poorly here. This is not a good position. Again, the connect 3, right, Anna? Like, the pawns are very, very solid in the center now.
Yeah, this is just looking like a beautiful position for Alexandra, and she also has more time. So time pressure on Levy. The position is looking just
and she's gonna line up the battery too.
Oh yeah, that's a very strong idea. F4 to stop black from playing queen e5, but now
bishop g6, very nice. Bishop g4, knight f5, and it's Levy's gonna bishop g4, knight f5 is very strong here. Yep.
And Alexandra sees it. She's a very strong attacking player. I think she's enjoying this position a lot. Everything is falling apart. It's e3, knight takes e4.
Yeah.
That just a desperate piece sacrifices their point to this.
I mean, I think queen g7, queen b2. I think you just don't want to give white the check on the diagonal. Although even queen e7 probably is winning. But I just feel like queen e7 allows some queen c3. It takes. Yeah, and bishop e3. Actually, no, this is actually more than enough. This is pretty clean, too. Okay, knight f3, knight d4, create the fork.
So there's only a pawn for the piece. It is a pass pawn, but I don't think that Levy will have enough compensation.
I mean, everything is winning here for black. I mean, rook b8 is one option.
I like this move a lot, indeed. Now the bishop is in trouble
b2.
again. Rook b2.
King h1, bishop f3. Bishop f3 and
those curtains.
And you get the Arabian mate on h2. Okay, so Alexandra's up 1-0.
I'll do one thing.
Very, very bad start for Levy.
Yeah, and those of you asking about the score, it's next to their names. You see that Levy's got 0 and Alexandra has 1 point next to her name, so that's how you can see how they are doing in the match. Knight f3.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be better like this. Let me know if you still can hear the comments.
On the opening choice again, Hikaru, did you expect this?
And
the Dutch, I'm not surprised by. I'm not shocked by
because
this.
I want to hear. Otherwise, I don't hear this chess.com little.
Oh, you have a scoreboard. I don't have one.
Better
no, I don't have a scoreboard.
Seconds
I'm putting numbers in their box.
It helps to focus.
I see. That makes sense. Maybe I can write that too on the
playing mode.
Their camera, somewhere in the corner.
Yeah.
Haven't thought of that.
Yeah, no, I just thought it might make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yes, and until Levy gets on the scoreboard, there we go. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right. So we have the this is the Leningrad Dutch here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe rook b1 and b4 by Alexandra would make sense. Knight b5, pretty good move. Puts pressure on the pawn on c7 here.
I just hope that we will need to update Levy's score as well. I feel like for now, the start is not looking good, but of course this is a long match.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, so maybe bishop e3.
Poor Levy. If he knew, yeah, he had to just no. That first game was rough.
I'll change it.
That was rough.
Someone said put his face inside. Well, this is all in good fun, you guys. So this is all in good fun. It's all in good fun. We'll fix it afterwards. It's all in good fun. There's nothing personal, no bad feelings. But anyway, okay. So maybe AB3. I don't actually like what Kosteniuk has done here because now you ruin your queenside pawn structure here. I don't really like this. I don't know. Maybe I think this is actually probably quite good for Levy here. Maybe knight a4 here, and some e5 or c5 at the right moment because white's can't. Generally speaking, when you play these a3 ideas and there's knight on c5, is to go b4. So when black gets a4 and you don't actually get like the connected pawns, it doesn't look like I don't know. It doesn't look. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this position for white. I think Levy's got a good position here.
I feel like that too. I feel like this is the best position so far that he has had, if we don't count the evaluation for jumping the previous one.
You guys are saying, one second. Someone in my chat says, how can you hear us in Alexandra's stream? The thing is, Alexandra took her headphones off, I think. So
yes, she changed I think the microphone output or input so that you guys can hear us, but she cannot.
Yeah.
It would be very confusing for her to hear us. I don't think that helps at all. So of course she changed it.
Right.
I was looking at knight e4 for Levy because I think even if you and he's going for it. I like that move a lot because that fianchetto bishop is so important. You shouldn't really take on e4 as white.
Right. C6 is okay. I think Levy's doing great. Bishop c8 and e5 here. He's gonna get his big center with the 6 pawns. Kind of they build like what is that structure? Because it's all connected. Like you have 2 connected pawn chains next to each other. Like
2 connected pawn chains. You mean
if
not
you get
the...
h7 g6 f5 and c7 d6 e5 trapezium? I don't think that's what you call it.
Oh.
Anyway, we're not gonna get it because Alexander takes on e4.
Unfortunately, we're not gonna get it. But that's good news for Levy. Now the light squares are very weak around the king of Alexandra.
Yeah, I think Levy's doing great here. Bishop h3 is coming. Bishop f5. Maybe even just e5. White's pieces are a little bit offside on the queen side, so I think it's pretty good for Levy. It's very, very good for Levy.
I just would like to thank Chesbey for the 1,000,000 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs, Chesbey, for your kind words about the commentary that we are doing here on this wonderful match between Gotham Chess and Chess Queen. I really think that Levy is the underdog in the match, but in this game, I feel like this is a really good chance for him to score.
Yeah, he's crushing at this game. E5 is a great move. Knight has to go... okay. But can't d5 maybe? So I guess her idea is king h8. She wants knight e6 and queen takes e6. Again, even that is probably good, but I think d5 is actually very strong, and he finds it very good. And now after king h8, bishop e6, black should be much better, if not just winning.
I agree fully with you that this d5 move was so important to keep the bishop on the board, the light squared bishop. And now after bishop e6, everything is just so strong in the center, that pawn structure that Levy has, and the pair of bishops.
Right. Like king h8 here, maybe get the king out of the way. Maybe queen f6, or maybe rook f7 is a good move to consolidate and then move the queen. But king h8 is also a very, very good move.
I like that there are now new copy pastas to help Levy. Pause this Chevy to help Levy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really, really bad. d4 is coming, queen d5 is coming. I mean, this is just losing, I think. Yeah, d4 looks crushing.
Yeah, and he even has more time.
Yeah, I mean, Levy's in very good shape. Bishop d5 and bishop c4 both look very, very good. Bishop g4 also. Bishop h3. Like, everything should be winning. Even a move like rook a6 and rook takes c6 also looks very good.
True, very true. And as for Alexandra, it's so difficult to... Ooh, that knight on b5, queen b8, pointing out that the knight was trapped, and now it's Alexandra who has to give up the piece.
Bishop h3, I assume, is very good. Okay.
It's so similar how these 2 games went for black. Both of them taking the initiative with the black pieces, and then again, now it's a piece up for Levy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Levy's just winning. Knight d5, knight c4. He should win this game. Like rook a3 is a move, maybe knight d5 is a move.
17 seconds left though. He has to hurry up. Like coming back to b5. He has to be somewhat careful about the king though, because of this diagonal.
Yeah, he's actually Levy. Come on! Oh my gosh!
5 seconds.
Come on, move, Levy.
There's only
let's
a 1
go.
second increment. Move.
Oh my god!
It's a blunder.
Rook d7 was winning. What was rook d4? Rook d7. What? Rook a4. Oh my! Oh my!
Oh no! Levy has given back the piece because he had no time and panicked. Oh. This is a meltdown, unfortunately. Started so well for Levy.
That was not good.
I think it was just the time management, because he was doing so well until he went down to his final seconds, and that's when he couldn't figure out the right moves any longer. Right. So hopefully he'll save some more time for the end of the game in this one.
Yeah. No, that was really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm gonna update the score, but I wish it was an update on Levy's side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I wrote 12 for Alexandra instead of 2. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean this is actually a very tough start for Levy. He plays the London system. This early knight h5, I'm not so familiar with. But yeah, Levy he spent too long, like in that position. Like he was just winning and then he just panicked for no reason. He just spent like 20 seconds.
Yeah, so true that it looked like everything was good, but then when the position opened up and that long diagonal being vulnerable, I think it got tricky, and he didn't have enough time at that point already.
Yeah, I mean, G3. Levy's actually got a good position in this game, by the way. C3, don't blunder the pawn on D4. Just C3 here.
Yeah, hopefully he will not. This is what he teaches, how to keep that pawn on the board for his PogChamp students. Okay, he found it. He found his own move.
Yeah, Levy is better here, I think, though. Like Bishop G2 and castles, or even Bishop D3, play New Age chess. This is one thing I don't know how much you've noticed it with like computers, but very oftentimes when White creates like the square to fianchetto, the computer says don't do it, just says put the bishop on another diagonal instead of fianchettoing it. Whereas like 50 years or 100 years ago, you would always put the bishop on G2. But here he's gonna maybe Levy wants to go queens. He wants to go queenside and play.
That's why. I think that's what he's doing, but you are right that the engine has created this new setup where even though you fianchetto the structure, you're not placing the bishop there, and so he castles kingside. He's not worried about the long diagonal.
Okay, now there must be something like knight G5 or F5 or bishop G6. There's got to be something here this actually looks really good for Levy now. Yeah,
he plays knight G5, and now there could be all sorts of threats. And the king of Alexandra is still in the middle of the board, so this is dangerous. I don't think she can just castle.
Whoa, bishop takes G6 wins. Bishop G6, F G6, knight E6, queen 6, D5, and if queen D5, knight C7.
Will he play it? Will he find it? Bishop takes G6.
He's got to take G6.
Will he find it? Yes, Levy. I know we shouldn't be rooting, but we are rooting for the good moves. Bishop takes G6 is beautiful.
Well, I mean, we want Levy to get out of the toilet seat, basically. I mean, okay, knight E6 here. Yeah.
Well put, Hikaru. Yeah. We need him to put himself on the scoreboard.
Okay. I guess knight G7, knight E6 here. Yeah, I think knight E6 and knight G5 and Levy should win this game. Again, he's got a good position. He needs to not panic and think too long here. Like, this is a moment where, speaking of time management, just knight E6. Instantly play knight E6. There's nothing to think about. Don't worry about the tactics. You're up 2 pawns. Just knight E6. Don't waste 20 seconds here. Okay.
And so he goes back. He did spend some time there, but at least now the knight is back. I've just seen on your stream, Hikaru, how nicely you have placed the scoreboard.
Yeah, Levy is gonna win this game. He just needs to stay very calm and not panic here and use too much time. Yeah, knight F3 is the move. F3 is also completely fine. Levy's up 2 pawns here, so F3 with the idea of queen E6 looks very good. Again, he's using too much time. He's like
only 50 seconds left. His position
come on, Levy,
great.
Come on, you gotta move. Okay, good. Yes, this is actually what concerned me about this match, is that like Alexandra, she's very fast. Like, she's a very tactical player, but she's also very, very fast as well. And I was worried about the time situation in this match potentially for Levy.
Yes, I think Alexandra will be the faster player, so it is Levy who will need to be smarter with his time management. Such a good position for him, but again, he's down on time and he needs to somehow be more practical here.
Yeah, and bishop c8 is a great move by Alexandra to put the bishop on f5. That's a really nice move. Really nice move. I mean, obviously she's losing, but it's a really nice move to complicate it. And now Levy's thinking too long again. This is just...
Down to 17 seconds. He's trying to find a win. That's why he's thinking so long, but there's no direct
move, dude.
way.
It's 2 pawns.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think he's going to win, because now it's pretty obvious. You put the rook on e1, and you put the knight on e4, and then to g5 or trade on f6.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that he has gone for the simplification, because this definitely makes his life easier, and he can play those moves really fast.
Like knight e4.
b3 as well, I guess, just so that he secures the structure. Now knight e4.
Oh, come on. What is knight b1?
Oh, it's going for knight c3, knight d5?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously winning regardless, but like, I just... Okay. Good.
Yeah, this is still a good plan. So, very difficult for Alexandra to do anything. Her position is really passive. There's no counterplay.
Yeah, I think Levy's gonna win this game. He's doing really, really well here.
Yeah. I don't even see a trap for black. There's not much that Levy can blunder here, and after knight d5, the position is completely dominated by white's pieces.
Right. Yeah, and I think here it's hard because like it's such an obvious idea with knight d5 that even though Levy only has 14 seconds, I don't really see a good way for Alexandra to keep the game going here. It should just be winning. If he had more time, okay, knight d5 should just be winning. Knight d5. Levy, what's he? Okay, queen g6, I guess. Yeah.
The bars is mate in 7.
Yeah,
let's
queen
see if
h6
Levy
and rook
finds
g6.
it.
Queen h6,
Yeah.
rook g6. Yeah.
Game
rook
over.
g6. Rook g6. Good. There we go. And he gets off. He gets off of the 0.
The first point for Levy, 2-1 this match, and the game's going. I'm just gonna update the score too. But much needed win for Levy to feel better about the match, because the previous game he did well, but he spoiled it, and now it's 2-1. Adoption avoided. Yes, you guys are right. Adoption avoided. All right, he's playing the French defense, and this I don't call it the most ambitious line for black, but it's solid.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the French. This is a very old line. This this knight f6, bishop g5, bishop b7, taking with the pawn. He was doing this against Canty, I felt like, in their match, and it's playable, but I actually think it's a bad opening choice against Alexandra, because again, white tries to attack in the center and play for initiative, like knight f3, knight e5, or bishop c4, or bishop e2, f3. I guess is the other way to do it. So I don't love the choice because I think it very much fits in. It fits her style better than it fits his.
I agree that Alexandra's style is just perfect for these type of positions. B5, interesting. Is that still theory? I feel like
I'm not sure. I mean,
not exactly the main line. For,
well, the thing is, I think black has to decide, do you go b5 or b6? Because b6, bishop b7, queen c7, castles long is one pretty thematic idea. b5 is a little bit different. Now, it's worth noting king b1 was important, not bishop f3 right away, because then there was bishop g5 to win the queen. So she did see that before putting the bishop on the long diagonal.
I wonder if this can work out for Levy, because now after b5, his king is still in the middle of the board, and castling queenside is not as safe as it used to be, although I guess he still needs to castle to that
probably
flank.
At some point. I don't b4, however, I really don't like, because now I think Levy's committing to where he's going to attack on the queen side.
Yeah,
castling the king here does not look right to me. I mean, maybe it's still a move, but after playing b4, I'm just a little bit worried.
I feel the same way about it. That he castles, he ends up castling, but it just looks like he is making his own king a lot more vulnerable than what he has caused with this attack. The white king is very safe after knight c1. There's no way you can target that king, and the c6 pawn is constantly a weak spot, as well as the queen on h6 is a really annoying piece, I feel like.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So it looks like yeah, it looks like white is probably a little bit better here.
Yeah. He's going for a5, a4. I guess he's just, as you said, he's really committed to that attack with the pawns on the queen side. We don't normally see this. It's the type of attack with opposite side castling. In this case, both kings are on the queen side. The evaluation bar likes it, but I'm really puzzled by the fact that the bar says it's about equal, or maybe even black could be better here. I wouldn't feel very confident here. Maybe it's something concrete. He plays rook g8 to threaten bishop g5. But now after queen takes h1, is there a follow-up? Ooh, he blundered knight takes e6. The bishop on e7 is hanging. Unless I'm blundering something, but I don't think there's a way to exploit this. Rook h8. Rook h8, queen g7, or rook h8, you need to give up your queen for the rooks?
Sorry. Okay, let's go back. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I think he blundered knight takes e6, and after rook h8, I'm just wondering if.
Yeah. This is this is probably this probably is just winning for Alexandra again, right?
I think so. I don't see. I was just trying to figure out if there's anything that Levy can do. If rook h8, I mean, if in worst case scenario, White can give up the queen for the 2 rooks after knight takes f8 or queen f5.
Wait. She's I thought here knight f8 was just winning. Knight f8.
Yeah, I thought that was her idea, because now she had to give up the knight for the pawn, so she's got 4 pawns for the minor piece.
Correct. And bishop g4 is probably strong now as well to put pressure on the knight on d7. Maybe queen c7. I mean, this should be very good. Knight d3 or knight b3, but all the knight moves look really, really good. So I think knight c5 and takes queen d6 maybe with the check. Very, very complicated. But I think Levy's in trouble here. How does Levy in 15 seconds? No.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. That again, he's super low on time. So even if the position is about equal according to the evaluation bar, he just doesn't have enough time. Is there anything now here after queen takes f8?
Bishop e7 traps the queen, doesn't it? Knight d7?
Knight d7 to get out.
F5. Yeah, very, very tricky.
Well, now she can just move back on the f5.
Isn't knight f6, rook e1? I mean, this looks very bad. Too many pawns. Just too many pawns here for white. Too many pawns. Yeah, this pawn is you just keep going. Keep going.
I don't think you can stop it. You'd have to give up the piece for the pawn, and Alexandra wins yet another game, 3-1.
Yeah, one second. I'm just adjusting my board.
Sure. That wasn't the best of games for Levy. It went really strange out of the opening when he decided to go for b5, b4, and even if the evaluation bar said it's about equal, I think it was a lot more difficult to play that position from his perspective, and he spent a lot of time.
Correct.
There.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so what do we have this game? We've got another London, right?
Yes, Levy's going for the London again, and he's at least has a few seconds of time advantage here. I wonder if he can keep the speed up, because Alexandra has been consistently playing a lot faster, and that's something that Levy will need to deal with. So they've got an hour for the first portion of the game, first portion of the match, 3+1, and then they will have half an hour for the bullet games.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I think Levy is definitely the underdog in the blitz portion. So he needs to see if he can keep it as close as he can. I think if Levy is down by more than 4, he's probably losing the match. If it's 3, I think he still has a chance. 2 or less, I think he's the favorite.
Yeah, I agree with you that this is crucial, and the bullet will not be kind to Levy unless he does well in the blitz portion.
Right. Right. I think, like I said, I think if it's 4, if she's up by 4 going into the bullet, she's the favorite. I think 3, she's probably still a very slight favorite. I think if she's up 2 or less, then Levy is a big favorite, actually. So yeah.
Knight to d7. So Alexandra is postponing castling. Do you think she will castle now, or is she up to something else?
Well, the problem I think with castling kingside is maybe white can try to play h4, h5. I'm very skeptical as to whether it works. Okay, bishop d8 is this is a class move to try and put the bishop on c7 to trade this really nice dark square bishop off the board. So not clear. So
she's waiting for Levy to castle, and then castling kingside for black would be a lot safer if there's no more h4, h5 attack.
Right, but Levy also, by putting the pawns on h3 and g4, let's say castles bishop c7 if white trades, black can also castle queenside and try to attack. Because the king is a little bit vulnerable on the king side.
Yeah, let's see if it will happen, and let's see if Alexandra wants to play bishop c7 or capture the pawn on a5, because that's another option. She can just grab the pawn unless I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, this is it's a little bit dangerous. Also, just to tell chat once again, to be clear, Alexandra is a GM. She is of course a women's grandmaster as well, but she does have the title of grandmaster. Her FIDE rating peak I think is about like 2570-ish. So yeah, she does have the title of grandmaster.
Yeah, and she's the favorite in this match, especially when it comes to the bullet portion. I think, as you said, Levy will need to score more in the Blitz if he wants to save this match. But it's a tough challenge for him, and he knows it. I think Levy is fully aware that he's the underdog in this match, but that's what makes it a challenge for him. He wants to do well against a really strong opponent.
Oh, and apparently someone says her peak was 2637, so I was actually quite wrong. She was... 2630 is her peak, and by comparison, Hu Yifan, who doesn't really play much anymore, her peak rating was around like 2670 or 2680, and Judith was of course 2720, I think, at her peak, or 2720 maybe, around there somewhere in that range. So yeah, she's very, very strong. Yeah, and she beat Magnus in an infamous match where I think Magnus tried to take back a move also.
Yeah, she played many events, as you said. You also have played against her in some of the World Blitz and other speeches tournaments. She really loves speeches as well. So she's a grandmaster, former women's world champion, and she's really good at speeches. It's not an easy challenge at all.
Right. Yeah. In short, yeah, she is really good. She is really good. I was actually thinking, like, if I played her in a match, like even this 3-1 or something, I think I would win like 75% of the games is my guess, like 70-75, which already, like, I think says a lot. So yeah, like Bishop G3 maybe, or Bishop B4. She's very, very good, very, very dangerous. And I remember the one time I played her over the board, I think in a Blitz game, was in Foxwoods in 2003, I think it was, and it was like it was this Con Sicilian, and I think I got lucky at the end, but I was actually under a lot of pressure, lot of pressure.
I think she has been very successful against the top of the top. So if she had a good position and good chances against you, she also had, I think she has faced basically everyone among the top chess players, and has scored against some of the strongest chess players and former world champions.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Maybe, okay, Rook C1's a good move. I mean, Levy is in trouble here. He's down material. And again, Bishop C7 here to get rid of the dark square bishop, because this dark square knight is much better than, or this black knight is better than the bishop on G2. Yeah.
I think she'll go for Bishop C7 at some point. I like Knight E4 as well, because again, it's a similar situation that Levy shouldn't really give up the light squared bishop for that knight, but then the knight is really strong on E4.
Right. So I don't like Queen F6. I thought Queen H6 was better to play for G4 to attack down the H file. But anyway, Levy goes C5, Bishop C7. A very tough position for Levy.
And again, down on time as well. So very difficult position to hold. And he has no time. There's only a 1 second increment per move.
Yeah, this knight is just so good on E4. It's outposted. It's such a good bastion. I mean, just Rook E7. Yeah, this knight is just so good. Really, really good. Yeah, it's like it is the perfect bastion. Maybe G4 and Queen G5 is a move here. Queen C6. I guess she wants to move the knight back. Oh, Knight C5. Knight C5. Knight C5 was winning. Oh, she missed Knight C5.
Yeah, that was a tactical motive. But this too looks really strong for her.
Okay. Knight C5 doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. Maybe G4 even. I think G4 is probably... But Levy again, 2 seconds. Like, this is just not going to cut it.
And she goes for G4. No, there are no pawns defending the white king. Only the bishop on G2 and the heavy pieces
now
trying to hold it together. Yeah, it's looking bad.
Wait, but now she blundered. Wait, she blundered. Because now D5 is super weak.
Why did she trade?
I thought... Yeah.
Oh, okay. Turn of events. Now this rook endgame is actually nice for white. Maybe not anymore though. maybe that was not the right moment to push, unfortunately.
Now F5 and F4.
Ooh.
F5, F4. Just go all in. E3. Yeah, it's 3 connected, and white doesn't actually have 2 connected. That's the problem. Like F3. Yeah, problem for Levy here is that he's not getting it 2 connected, so she just keeps her pawns connected, and her pawns are rolling for free. G5, and yeah, Levy's gonna lose again.
Yeah, 3 pass pawns for Alexandra, and the Levy's 3 pawns aren't really the same. The C and B pawns cannot march forward. He had a chance there, but I think he pushed D5 too early. But again, he had no time, so it's difficult to come up with the best move when you have 1 second to decide.
Yeah. Okay. Rook F6. G3.
Wait. No.
Oh, he hung it. Rook D6. Oh, Levy. Oh, Levy! Oh, come on, dude, come on.
Just when I thought he was getting back into the
Levy,
game,
come on.
Oh man, Alexandra also made a few inaccurate moves in that rook game, but then Levy blundered at the very end. Well, this is a tough one.
Okay, but Levy's back to playing the Caro Kann finally. He's playing his Caro Kann. Again, I don't like A6. Another bunky line. Bishop G4 is the main move. It's still okay, but again, I feel like this is another position Alexandra's going to be happy with. She's got the center, good development. She'll probably get the initiative pretty soon as well. So this is pretty good for her so far.
Yeah, good start. That previous game, I'm just still puzzled by it. Levy almost escaped. So position-wise, he almost escaped, but because he was so low on time, he couldn't actually use the fact that Alexandra made a mistake too.
Right, exactly. And I think this is the one thing I would say is Levy's time management has not been very good. And I think he's certainly nervous, but at some point, like, you just have to make the practical decisions quicker.
Exactly. Yeah, he has to be more practical.
Right.
Hopefully he manages to speed up. There's still quite some time left. They are playing this first portion for an hour, so hopefully he'll manage to adjust.
There's still 23 minutes left, so plenty of time. Yeah. Also, to be clear, you guys, when you are saying, like, you know, you have to realize she is 2785. She has like 2800 at Blitz. Like, it's not. I mean, she is 200 points higher rated than Levy, so she is a big favorite. Make no mistake.
Yeah, exactly. This result actually 4-1, I think, is quite normal when we consider their playing strength and also Alexandra's experience in speed chess.
Ooh, knight a6 is an ugly move. Because now the knight's on the rim, so it's very grim, and now white's just gonna get the free jump to e5 with the knight on f3 here, at some point. Maybe you're just taking go knight e5, because the problem is you're gonna have to waste a move to bring the knight back to contest against the knight on e5, either from c6 or from d7. So by going to a6, when Levy could have very easily just put the knight in the center of the board, like on c6 or d7, it makes no sense.
Yeah, that was very strange because c3 is such a natural response to knight a6, not to allow knight b4. And again, from c6 too, you're threatening to jump to b4, so that was no point placing it on a6. I'm puzzled.
Yeah. You fed your homeboy to the wolves by letting him play Alexandra, lol. I didn't set this match up, you guys, but yeah. No, it's a tough match for Levy, but I think it's also a good thing because he gets more experience, and I think Levy does want to win. He does want to win the I Am Not a GM event, so he gets experience. Also, Alexandra, someone said her FIDE rating is 2474. That's not true, is it? Her rating cannot be 2474. I
think she dropped some rating, but again, we already have talked about her peak rating too. So I think it just shows that she really is capable of playing a lot stronger than
that's ridiculous. I mean, her 2474 is ridiculous. Yeah, it's like that's
for her level. Yeah, absolutely. She's just a very strong player, even stronger than that rating.
No, that's like when sometimes online I see like Ali Reza at like 29. I've seen him at like 2900 or something, or like I see Dania at like 2970. There's certain things that just don't look right, and yeah, like her rating at 2020, her rating at 2474. That's just wrong. That's just completely wrong.
Yeah, I think she had a few bad tournaments perhaps these last few years, and now there are no tournaments, so she can't even increase her rating because there's not really over the board competition where she can play. But certainly her level is above that. 2550 I think would be easily a normal rating for her.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think 2550-ish. I mean, At her peak, she was like 26, 30, I think they said it was. But yeah, 25-50, I think is about right. Because that's where, like, when I think about the comparable players of the generation, like the Muzichuk sisters, generally they're in that same range, 25-50, 25-75, around there. So yeah, I think it's certainly true.
I agree. Yeah, that should be about her level, and Levy is not quite there. We see the online ratings, but it's not the same as classical chess rating, and the online rating, yeah, Alexandra is almost 2,800.
This is true.
How do we feel about this position and the time management? It's at least somewhat faster for Levy. I think he's trying to speed up for sure.
Yeah, I think in classical chess, you're very happy as white. In a blitz game, I think the knight is better than the bishop, so there's a lot of potential for tricks. So in classical, you're happy. In rapid or blitz, I think it gets a little bit spicy here. Rook A1 is a very nice move by her. Trapping the queen, now Levy has to go rook B8. Only move here.
Yeah, exactly. The queen has nowhere to go, so rook B8 is the only move. I wonder why is he thinking, is there anything else he can consider? Or he doesn't see rook B8?
I'm not sure. I mean, rook B8's the only... Levy, come on. It's an only move. You can't waste 30 seconds on an only move. Okay, come on,
Yeah, he played it. Yeah, maybe he was just double checking, but certainly he should not. Like, there was nothing else he could have played, so he had to go for it, even if it's bad.
Right, exactly, yeah. By the way, also, you guys, this is a fun match. This is not part of the I Am Not a GM tournament because obviously, as the name implies, GMs cannot plan the event, and Alexandra is a grandmaster. So this is not part of the event.
Too strong for the event, but the match, of course, has a lot at stake, including bragging rights on Twitch.
Levy's got to go. He's got to go. Okay, rook C8's a good move. I like it.
I feel like his chances have improved. Again, as you said, the knight is a tricky piece, and this is a blitz game. Although Alexandra is very smart with her time management and constantly keeps 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds up on the clock. I feel like that's part of her strategy. That's a terrible
move by Levy. Whoa. Why didn't you? I thought the whole point was to play rook A3 and then D5.
Yeah, I thought that's what she wanted. Okay. Yeah, I think Alexandra's facial expression just said it all, that she blundered.
And now C5, knight D5, rook A2, I guess. It's still not clear cut, but I think Levy's gonna win because the knight is so good on D5. It's just a bastion.
He just needs to bring his king. I think he'll start marching toward the passed pawn of white. Get the king to C6.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, it's still probably a draw. Like, you can go G5 or H4, H5, and it should be a draw, but yeah.
3 seconds left for Levy, though.
Levy, come on, Levy, come on. Oh my god.
It's only a 1 second increment, so he can't win much time. At least he pre-moved that. Maybe? That was good.
G3, yeah. Levy!
Oh, the bar says that now he could actually play for a win with the activation of the rook. Maybe? Nice. He's back in the game more than ever. This could be his chance again.
Rook B3. She blundered it. She blundered
the check. Mate.
Wow. Wow. What a win. What a win.
That was a huge comeback by Levy. No time and not that easy of a position, and he won the endgame. Nicely done, rook B8, rook B1.
Yeah. By the way, quick station break, but for everyone who was wondering, Tata still, as expected, every game that was remaining was drawn. So there were 6 draws, I believe, and there was 1 decisive game, which Niels Grandilius won. So another
that game was exciting, the decisive game, at least that one game.
Yeah, well, that's classical chess. Unfortunately, it's a draw.
Yeah, not easy. On the other hand, we have this amazing match between Chess Queen and Gotham Chess,
in which we have a whopping 0 draws.
True. Will there be any draws? What do you guys think? Will there be a single draw? Because at this rate, it's all decisive games. You're right. You're right, Hikaru.
Yeah,
maybe there will be none.
We might have one, but I think if we're gonna have a draw, it's probably gonna happen in the next 2 to 3 of Blitz games. I don't think it'll happen in the Bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a contrast to classical tournaments.
Yeah, no, I think yeah, Yeah, I think this is much more of a Levy kind of game here that he's gotten this time. Again, he's playing one thing that I would say is, I guess if Levy's not intending to play serious over the board chess again, I understand these openings, but it does concern me that he really is sort of internalizing playing these weird openings like this A3 B4 against the Sicilian. And it does concern me if he ever comes back and he wants to play over the board, that by doing too much of this, that it will actually affect the mentality and the mindset in terms of trying to get the Grandmaster title, for example.
Yeah, you've got a point there, that he really is just going for these sidelines, which maybe on the short term is helping because he's surprising his opponents in these matches.
Right.
And in the I'm Not a GM tournament too, he has been using mainly sidelines. But I agree with you that he still could have a shot at the Grandmaster title if he goes back to classical competitions too.
Correct, yeah. Yeah. And by the way, just for a chat who they're wondering, I do play a lot of random openings online, but not in the serious competitions online. You will notice that I do play a lot of mainline openings when I'm playing like the Speed Chess Championship or the Bullet Championship. I don't play like random stuff at all. It's very different, very, very different.
Yeah, absolutely huge difference what you do for fun on stream, and also the for instance the Bone Class speedrun, that's hilarious, but you wouldn't go for a Bone Class speedrun at the Champions Tour.
Well, I mean, way to sort of bait chat with that response, but I mean,
maybe for charity.
The thing is, well, no, I did it against Jeffrey Zhang, but I did it in a situation where there was nothing on the line. Like, I couldn't improve my standing, couldn't finish worse. So, but yes, normally I would never do that. In fact, I actually feel like I've kind of stopped doing that in general. Like I could have done that in some of the Speed Chess Championship matches, and I didn't. So yeah. Anyway, position is great for Alexandra. Great control of the center. As we know from the Russian School of Learning, when you got control of the center, generally speaking, it's you are much better here. And the knight on d4 is also really good.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful position here. Again, it's so difficult for Levy to come up with the right plan, how to activate your pieces, what to play for. Bishop g5 is a natural move to develop and attack the rook, but then again, what's the follow-up? Right,
because now f4 and h6 will trap the juicer. And if you have to move the bishop back, that's a very sad state of affairs. Yeah, now knight e6 and rook d8 is coming.
Yeah, that weakens the d3 pawn, unfortunately. Chases the knight away, but the pawn will be weak forever.
Yeah, this one's over. I'm gonna mark it up as a win for her. Not to like make a curse. And she found e4 instantly too, which is just crushing.
Yeah,
awesome
both pawns are hanging. I don't think he has a way out of this, and it's not only that one pawn, possibly both will be falling soon. d4, she can just take twice.
I think you just take with the knight. Where's the queen going? You have no squares for the queen. You're just getting fossilized next move.
Knight f3 is the threat to win the queen, and if bishop d2, it still feels like there has to be a tactical motive. Maybe just double rooks on the d5.
Yeah. Knight f3,
GG. Yeah, everything is hanging and Levy resigns. You marked it correctly, Hikaru, because that was crushing.
Yeah, like I said, I think Levy's still on the edge here. He has some chances, but he needs to play. This game is important. If he loses this one or he loses the next two, I think he's in really bad shape in the bullet. Levy does not look happy. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. He's playing someone who objectively is stronger than him, so it is a very tough match.
It is. But he knows it, and he's here to learn from it.
Yeah.
You think he'll have a better chance in bullet? Because I was worried that it's even worse for bullet the time.
I think his chances are better in bullet. But man, this is another. The thing that I would say, and this is much higher level. This is something that like you'll see at the Grandmaster level or even the Super Grandmaster level. Is stylistically, you have to be capable of mixing it up, especially when it's not going your way. And Levy consistently is getting into these open middle game positions where Alexandra has like very obvious sort of attacking ideas playing in the center. And it very much plays to her style much more than it does to his. So this is pretty rough, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you that even if it's about equal, the type of position, that's the problem. Alexandra will be enjoying this type of position. She's really good at these kind of positions. Goes for h4 to scare Levy a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like the way that she's playing, it's very aggressive. It's actually a style that I feel like it's very sort of in your face. Like your opponent really goes after you. They're very aggressive, and when they can play that style and they don't just sort of like make sacrifice, but they also combine it with very good positional understanding. It's really unpleasant to play against at certain times.
Yeah. I just would like to thank chess.com for the huge raid. We are hosting a match here. It's Hikaru and I hosting the Gotham Chess versus Chess Queen clash. It's Alexandra Kosteniuk, former women's world champion, facing our very own Levy Rozman. Levy being the underdog, but he's trying his best. We are hosting this match as 3+1 for an hour. So Blitz first for the first hour and then Buret for half an hour. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming over from the Tata Steel Chess Tournament broadcast. We hope you had a good time.
Watching a bunch of resident sleeper chess. 6 draws, yay!
In this match, there have been no draws, so big news here. So far, every game have been decided. Every single game has been decided.
Yeah, so this is actually getting very exciting here. The center is opening up. Levy should go queen d6, very good move. And the question is knight d4 a good move or not? Because if knight d4, queen d5 to line up the checkmate, well, you can interpose with bishop e4. Okay, bishop b1, tricky move.
Going for the queen bishop battery to threaten checkmate on h7.
Maybe
possibly.
queen d3 or queen c2.
Yeah, both are options. So after rook f to e8, I guess Levy simply wants to drop the knight back to f8 if queen d3 or queen c2 to guard the
You also have
h7
knight
square.
f6 here. You also have knight f6, I guess, which is also a move.
More
Levy
natural.
is better here. Levy is better. Levy is better because the pawn on d5 is blockaded. This is similar to the semi-terrace opening, where white generally gets a big center with pawns on e4 and d4. But if you can blockade the pawn and there's the one loose pawn here in the center, then black's doing very well. And I think he should, technically speaking, be winning here if he plays this correctly.
I think so, because now 3 pieces of his are attacking the d5 pawn. Will Alexandra try to guard it by playing bishop e4? It feels like it's all wrong. She's going for a counterattack in the back rank.
But the problem is now we're going to see the XQC checkmate with rook d5, rook e8, knight f8, and then there's a rook d1 at the end because the queen covers h2. XQC had a checkmate like that. Oh, Levy's got to be careful. Don't allow queen e. I guess it's not quite working, but you got to be very careful here.
Yeah, still not working because there's queen f8 at the end of the line, but it's a scary position. So Levy doing well, but there are still tricks and traps in this position, and Alexandra has more time. So again, this could go wrong, unfortunately. He has to be very careful.
Right. He is doing well, though. He is doing well. He's just got to not see the boogeyman and take with the bishop or the rook on d5.
You think he will go for it? Will he take the pawn? Yeah, he does so. Okay.
Thank you to Luna Sekmas for the raid with 21,293 people. Is that
hello.
Whoa, holy mackerel.
Wow, it's a day of raids. We are hosting a serious chess match here. Well, serious, as serious as it can be for Levy, Gotham Chess, and former women's world champion chess queen Alexandra Kosteniuk. Welcome everybody to join us for this.
Oh, never mind. Was that fake? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Can you even get fake raids, or was that a comment in the chat? I mean, it's a lot of people.
Okay, yeah. Apparently, Forsen got it too, and he didn't recognize it. So hey, it's all good. Okay.
how do you even do a fake raid? Like, is that so? It comes up as a normal notification. I didn't know there's such a thing.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. No worries. Yeah, it's all good. Maybe bishop Levy's got to go bishop d5 and close this diagonal for the white bishop. Bishop d5 it's imperative that he does it here.
10 seconds though. Levy's again very
slow. There's rook e7, rook
bishop
a7,
d5.
knight e6. Oh my gosh, there's knight e6 also, and bishop e6 and rook f7.
Yeah.
Oh no, Levy's in. Oh no.
Oh, no time. 1 second. He was about to flag. He played a move with 0.8
But now there's
seconds.
G4. And the knight, and then there's something that's winning. Okay, she takes. Bishop b3.
He's got no time.
Oh man, that hurts. Oh no.
That was such a good position for Levy, but there was still a few tricks and he couldn't deal with it with no
I think
time.
Levy almost has to win here. If he's down by 5 going into the bullet, I think he's in really bad shape. I don't think he's coming back from down by 5. I think 4 we're still on the edge where it's possible, but down by 5, yeah.
It's a rough start for Levy. He has had his chances in the games, but again, time pressure, having almost no time to make that crucial, decisive moment somewhat simpler.
Yeah,
he needs to hurry up.
Knight d4 is queen g5. I mean, it's getting ugly. But that being said, as I recall from this line, I think bishop d6, d4, bishop d7 is the main line. e4 is not generally considered to be the best move at the moment on move 7. So it's a little bit off the beaten path, which I guess is why the computer says that white is so much better. So, yeah.
I feel like Alexandra's getting really comfortable positions. So far, it feels like Levy hasn't chosen too well.
This is so ugly. Oh no, what did Levy do? Because now the knight's coming to d3. Oh no, and there's c5, and you've got this really bad backwards pawn on d2, and your bishop is dead here on c1.
Yeah.
I think c5, just c5 here and take this. There's this huge square. There's a huge bastion sitting here on d3. Oh man, this is so. Maybe Levy should sack and just get this huge pawn clump in the center. He does it. Okay.
And he does it. Yeah, this could be his best practical chance. Maybe the e pawn. I feel like that would be nicer.
Yeah, that's probably better because you don't want to square pawns in the center. That would be really too much.
So,
but actually, after knight d3, what do you do? Okay, I don't like knight g6 because now white keeps a bishop on the board. Black is an extra bishop here, so I would have tried to trade off the knight for the bishops. Now after like d3, you got scope. You can maybe push the pawns, create a diamond in the center even if you get the pawns to d3, d5, and c4. Just a classic diamond. Also, queen b3 is good too.
Yeah, I feel like this was a really good practical decision. The evaluation bar still shows advantage for black, but this is not easy for Alexandra to play. So finally, a position where it's Alexandra who has to be more precise.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, I like this position for Levy. Also because black can't castle the king. The queen covers the diagonal.
True, very true. Rook b1 to put pressure on the pawn, then he could play d3, get the bishop out. There's nothing concrete going on, but it's a lot more difficult for black to finish development because of the cost.
Levy also he needs to get the positivity flowing. I think one thing that I would say is, especially in Speed Chess Championship, well, not Speed Chess Championship, but all these online events like that are in the match format, you really need to kind of get positivity and focus. You have to dial it back. Like after a bad loss, you just need to take a deep breath, but you need to be positive. And Levy's body language also is another problem, is he looks very negative, which is not going to help his play.
Yeah, do you think he's already tilted from the results?
Maybe a little bit.
We need a pep talk. I hope Levy's chat is there for him with the copy pastas. I don't know if he's looking at the chat. I don't think he has much time to.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, big shout out to the nearly 40. I think we've got 42,000 people who are watching across the channel. So big shout out to everybody. Wow. I don't know if Alexander's streaming in English or in Russian. I would assume Russian. But big shout out to everybody who's watching. This is what I was going to start to say. My point about the thing is that if you're really going next level in these match formats, and Magnus and I do this very well, is you do out of the corner of your eye pay attention to like what your opponent is doing, like the visual like look they have on their face, the body language. We do actually pay really, really close attention to that.
Yeah, very true. And let me thank Mr. Call Me Kevin for another raid. It really has been the day of raids. Kevin, thank you so much for the raid. We are broadcasting, Hikaru and I are broadcasting a match between Gotham Chess, Levy Rozman, and Chess Queen. She's a former women's world champion, so it's a serious clash between the two. Levy not doing well. He has to make a comeback. And this is speed chess, so everything is happening super fast. Even those of you who don't play chess, I think you can pay attention to the facial expressions and the time ticking down. Hikaru's facial expression too. try to read. Hikaru, what are you thinking here?
I thought there was knight f4, c4, and the knight d3, which looked really, really good because then you never get the pawns rolling in the center. Because now can't you take a d4, c4 and try to run the pawn up? Maybe. Not sure, but maybe you can try to do that.
Yeah, and Levy's down to 37 seconds, so it's his final 37 seconds.
Go. He's gotta go. This is gonna be the last game, by the way, of the portion.
The last
We're
game
about
of
to
the
run
Blitz.
out of time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they will have a short break, and the rest of the match is bullet. That is 1 minute games, only 1 minute for each.
Bishop A3, Bishop A3, Levy, Bishop A3. Come on.
And he has found it. He's found it. He's got 26 seconds left, but he at least found the best move.
He's winning here. He is winning here, by the way, to be clear. You have rook C1.
But will he manage? Do you think he will convert it?
Just
he now
takes
should
in D6. Come on, Levy. Just trade it all down and go D6. Come on. Yes. Very good. Mind you, it still might be tricky here. I think maybe she should take with the rook there. But anyway, she takes with the bishop. Just take. Levy, you got to go instantly. Good D6. Yes.
Faster.
Rook B8 is game over. Rook B8.
Yep. 15 seconds left, though. 13, 12, 11. Make a move.
Good. Okay. King E8, maybe? I mean, this is winning, but it's still... Okay, D7's... Probably rook D1,
seconds.
rook D7. Rook
I
D1,
think
rook
if he just
D7.
doubles
Okay,
rooks on rook D1...
Yeah, but now King E8, D7, King E7, and it remains very tricky here. Don't push D7. Just don't push D7. You can kind of wait. You can just bring the king in. You can kind of just... No!
Oh, he does play it, and he's only got 3 seconds left.
No,
3
Levy,
seconds.
no.
Oh, he's gonna lose. He lost on time. He lost on time.
I'm not sure
He flagged.
is that it or not.
From a
Let
winning
me
position
check.
to losing on time, but D7 already was a mistake.
Out of time.
Oh my. F in the chat, everyone, whether
Did
you
we
play
run
chess
out
or
of
not.
time?
He ran out of time, yes. He did.
Yeah.
I mean, 60 minutes. It's over, right? The first part.
Yeah,
That's what I meant. Yes.
Over, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. I'm just gonna get water.
Yeah, I'll take a break.
Take your time, have a break.
So it's a break, right? And we're back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, feel free to take a quick break.
Good. See you soon.
See you soon, Alexandra. Good luck. Good luck.
All right, good luck to both of you guys.
I will switch off. I mean, I will change all the cables so the spectators can hear you, and I don't. I won't. Okay, so see you soon.
See you soon. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay.
And we are back at it again. So there's going to be an additional half an hour segment now at Bullet Chess. Bullet Chess meaning 1 minute per player per game. Okay. So it's absolutely one of the fastest time controls. Hikaru, what would you say about Bullet Chess? What do you need to do to be good at it?
Of the pure joy.
I think a lot of it is intuition,
1+1.
pattern recognition, playing for tactics. All right, and we're off. Okay. And I think mainly having an opening setup where you can get to like move 10 or move 20 right away. Now, the one danger that I will say, and a lot of people have done this, is that 1-0, 1 minute no increment is much different than 1 minute plus 1 second increment. For example, like Ali Reza, who is very, very good at 1-0 in the Speed Chess Championship in the 1+1 portion, he lost his match against Big Fish or Vladimir Fedoseev. For this reason, there were a lot of games that got down to the very end where he would have won them on time if it was 1+0, but because there was a 1 second increment, he struggled and lost that match. And I think that's really, really important to keep that in mind, that it is much different than 1+0.
Very true that at least there's this 1 second increment, so it's not just about flagging the opponent. If there was no increment, you could literally have a queen down and still have a chance to win because you can flag the opponent, you can win on time.
Exactly, yeah. So it's going to be close. I think Levy is the favorite here. Can he close the 5-point gap? I think it's pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely. But it could happen. It could happen, definitely.
At least he's fast. This is the fastest I've seen Levy today. I feel like he definitely switched his mindset to bullet, and he's trying to do his best.
Wrong rook, wrong. Whoa, what is this? I thought rook f8 was better, but this is probably bishop c5 maybe?
This piece sacrifice could be very appealing if Alexandra was going to take it, so she decides to keep the king safe and not go for the capture.
Levy's doing well. He's doing very well.
That was a nice tactical motive to sacrifice the bishop, and now he's got the initiative. He's attacking already on the king side with the minor pieces. Can he do anything to keep going? He comes back to f6. It felt like there was no follow-up on f4.
But
trade
now
only one.
With the rook e8. Again, white is better, or black is better, but white has the 2 bishops, which are kind of important here, I think, in long term. Because even though black is an extra pawn, the 2 bishops have much more scope on the diagonals. So Levy's better, but it's going to be tricky to convert.
Yes, the pair of bishops, the fact that Alexandra has more space, and it's a tricky position. 18 seconds left for Levy. Let's hope that he's not going to lose on time.
Nah, he won't lose on time. But whether he can win this, I'm skeptical, because it's just very hard when white has 2 bishops, and white can try to attack the queenside pawns very easily. Like bishop a7 maybe? I thought bishop a7, bishop b8 was maybe a better try. But again, black is better, but we'll see. We'll see what Levy can do.
Knight e4 is tricky because Alexandra's trying to connect the pawns and make it confusing for Levy. Now you can't move away because d6 is hanging. 5 seconds!
I think he's going to lose here because knight c5 and bishop b8. Knight c5, I mean...
Oh, no, now it's too passive.
He's hanging on. He's hanging on by a thread, but it's going to be very hard to win this. I don't think he's even better anymore, honestly.
Yeah, the tendency is certainly not good. So many pieces on the back rank being really passive.
His knight is getting trapped, isn't it? King d2. Whoa! Oh dear. B4.
What's the knight doing on a1? He's trapping his own knight in the corner. No.
Although she's not actually going after the knight the way she, because Levy can still create passed pawns over here.
True. B4, she's trying to stop it.
Collect the knight.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay, now the knight is gone, and there's
no
bishop
pass
f7
pawn
yet.
And bishop e5. Bishop e5.
Oh, and the c pawn is winning the game.
Just bishop h5 or.
Oh, bishop d5 too. Yeah.
Too many bishops.
Okay, she's gonna give up the bishops, and her pawn will promote, so she can sacrifice her bishops for the pawns, or 1 or 2 of them, and this one is a new queen once it arrives on c8. It was a good chance for Levy, but the end game. King H8. What was going on there?
Well, I think Levy got low on time and he panicked and he just played the first move that came to his mind. But again, I think that was bad. Those bad instincts and pressure. Because if you're under pressure in an endgame, you should just go to F8 instead of H8. If you're under pressure, you just go close to the center in the endgame. But yes, I mean, people are saying I'm being biased. I'm not. Alexandra is the better player. Let's be very clear on that. I've said that throughout the sequence. It's not like she's getting lucky or something like that.
Of course, we have already said this, and those of you who are just joining us and you are not aware, Alexandra is a former women's world champion. She used to be one of the strongest. Well, used to be. She is still one of the strongest, but I wanted to say that her rating was, I think, was that, again, I forgot her peak rating, but it was crazy high, her peak rating. She was a world champion for 2 years. She's an Olympic gold medalist with the team of Russia. And she's a grandmaster. She's got the overall grandmaster title. Levy's an international master, so it's not the same level. Levy's the underdog here.
Right, agreed. Yeah, I mean, she beat Magnus in a Blitz game for sure. Apparently she beat Anand in another game. I mean, I think I was lucky because I've only played her like twice, but one of the games I played against her in Blitz also was really, really scrappy, a big mess on the board. So yeah, she's competed in a lot of the World Blitz Championships. Very, very strong player. The odd thing is, I think, like me though, she hasn't actually ever won the World Rapid or World Blitz because they hold it at the same time. I know she's come close, I think, but I don't think she's ever actually won it either.
Yeah, I remember her finishing on the podium but not winning it, which I agree with you. It's very strange because she's really good at speed chess, and I'm being told her peak rating was 2561. It's a very strong chess player. And Levy is the underdog, as everyone knows it, including the players.
Right, exactly.
At the same time, Levy's position I kind of like here. More space and seems to be more comfortable to play. Bishop e6.
Maybe f4 is a move. Good.
And he goes for it. I like it.
This is what Levy wasn't doing earlier. Like f4, it's a good move. Play it fast, play it practical. Of course, queen g3 isn't right. But anyway, but the point is now he's playing more on Phil. He's playing the intuition the way that he should be. Maybe f5 here, rook g7, queen f3, maybe? I don't know if it's good, but it's a move.
I like f5, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh no.
Okay, that's not what we needed.
It's too late though. It's one move too late. He needed to do this before he took.
Unfortunately, with the pawn gone and the queen trade, this endgame is just good for black. Material up and this pass.
And now
pawn.
the juicers are running. The juice is loose. Although king f1, he has some hope actually. There's still some outside hope, like a5, a6. What?
Takes an a6, but a7, rook a6 stops the pawn. Did he miss it?
What's he doing? Come on, Levy.
Oh, okay. That was a very unfortunate blunder, as we can see on Levy's facial expression. Oh,
rough.
Those of you asking how is it possible that Levy is the underdog when he's higher rated, this is just their bullet rating on chess.com, so it's not the classical rating. We were talking about classical chess rating. So in bullet chess and online chess you have different ratings, but overall in classical chess Alexandra has been much stronger than Levy, and she wins this game again.
Yep. I mean, she's gonna win the match now. I don't think there's enough time remaining. But I would also, this is what I was going to say, you guys, again, this is 1 + 1. There is an increment. This is not 1 + 0. There's, I mean, it's very weird when you think about it, but there's a huge difference when you add in the increment versus no increment, because basically the flag concept, it sort of doesn't really apply in the same way anymore. So you have to actually play pretty high quality on over the board.
Exactly. And now this is a huge difference, 7-point lead for Alexandra. And I think she's in a great shape. She did have some games in the Blitz portion where she wasn't doing well. Maybe she got lucky in some of those games, as one could say, but she was constantly fighting, having more time on the clock. So that is, I think, something that she did really well today too, that she kept putting pressure on Levy in terms of time management, and that's how Levy cracked in winning positions too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the fair value was probably she won what, 7-2, so she was +5. I think it should have probably been like +3 instead of +5. Like if Levy had managed his time better, the score should have been something like 6-3 or something, or 5-2 versus what it turned into 7-2. So, but nonetheless, she was clearly better regardless, and she's also like playing really, really well in this bullet portion, like G4, just go for the kill. Again, very intuitive, very straightforward. This is just really, really brutal. Oh man, H4, H5. Oh man, H5. Oh man.
And she goes for it. Brutal attack on the king side.
Ooh, this is pretty harsh, man.
Yeah, I don't think that Levy can get out of this.
Yeah, this is yikes. And also, look at the time. She's up. She has 49 seconds. Levy has 4 seconds. Like, Levy's just got to move fast. He's just like...
Yeah.
Oof.
Now it's a rook up for Alexandra, so Levy resigns 10-2.
Ooh. This is rough. So, I'm going to give you guys a little story. It's a little bit of story time. Sometimes you play against somebody who's just too good. Okay, this does happen from time to time. You play against someone who's just too good. And I basically there was a period when I was much younger, when I was like 12, 13, 14, I'd play a lot online. I was trying to improve, and I was probably a little bit better than Levy, maybe like 24, 50, but in the same level. And when this would happen, I would run into some grandmaster online who was just much better than me. I would lose a match like this where it would just be like, some score that was really unpleasant, like 8-2, 10-2, whatever it is. And what I would do is, first of all, I would take my mouse, and I would take it, I would throw it against the wall. So in my room after the match, I would take the mouse, I would take my hand, I would throw it against the wall. That's the first thing I would do. So obviously, like, I was very upset. So the first thing is, have the rage, let it all out, and then after that is like I literally would go and spend like the next like 4 to 5 hours looking at the openings, trying to figure out what I did wrong, because it was just that infuriating. And I think it's really, really important to sort of, when you play against someone who's just much better, it's to like not accept it and figure out what you have to do to improve.
Yeah. So part of the process of getting better is throwing the mouse, or is that the skippable part? Hikaru?
I mean, maybe a part of it. I think the more important part is that you kind of have to be
upset.
You have to be a bit psychotic. You have to really just be like really angry and not accept like a bad result. So you have to be a little bit. There has to be a little bit like there's to be something mentally a little bit off. Let's put it that way.
I agree with you that the games we lose, or in this case a match that Levy is about to lose, should motivate
there's
him
94.
to...
There's 94 and F5 now.
Better,
she misses it. She missed it. Okay, now Levy go F5 and attack. Okay, Queen
F5 was a really attractive move. I think he can still go for it. Oh, no longer he can go for it. Yes, unfortunately, he missed his moment to push F5.
Wait, what was Queen H3? Wait, what just happened? Couldn't he have taken F5? I guess he could have, but anyway, he gets to take it anyway here. Yeah. This is great for Levy. Levy's doing well here. Maybe rook E1 or bishop E1 now. Hard to play though, because the bishop and the knight though. The bishop and the knight are really good for black, and she's gonna go knight F5, knight E3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this bishop maneuver. E3? Oh, still queen G4, knight F5.
It's like. Okay, I think she missed a chance with rook E6 and rook G6. She missed a big opportunity. And she just blundered her knight. Okay, Levy's going to get a win here. He's going to get the dub. He's going to get a dub here. Levy's going to get the dub.
And that's so important psychologically too, because he has been on a losing streak and he needs to stop the bleeding. So this is important for the match overall, to make a comeback, feel a bit better, and maybe then have a chance or two in the next games.
Right. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. He avoids the adoption. This is also important. But yeah, this has been a really, really tough match for Levy. Really, really tough match.
Yeah.
Thank you, just Saba, for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Levy, he's doing okay. He's just he's playing someone who's unfortunately, I think, just a little bit too strong in this situation. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, but as you said, he wants to improve. This is a training match for him for the I'm Not a GM event. As you guys were pointing out, Alexandra is not part of the event. This is a training match. Basically, for you guys, it's for the chess community here on Twitch that they organized this match, and I think there will be more. I would love to see more events like this. That just a casual match, but at the same time, of course, they are super competitive and they are doing their very best.
Right. Yeah. No, this is yeah. It's just it's tough. It's tough. I mean, she's a very strong player. I mean, objectively, she has a lot more experience than Levy as well. She's someone who's been playing tournaments from a very, very young age, just traveling all over the world as well. So it's kind of to be expected.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good practice for Levy, and hopefully this previous win gives him some boost. But the position I don't really
just getting
like.
smoked in the center again. Like, you know, this is how you really can tell. Like, so a lot of people probably don't notice it because I find a way to win games anyway when I play Blitz. But the quality of the moves in the opening when you play bad openings really shows the class of the player. Like the way Alexandra has played against Levy's really dubious opening with like A5 and H5 is just like playing very thematically, very classically in the center and just attacking. It's all very, very thematic. Although she did blunder here somehow. What did she do?
Yeah, F6 after the trade on E5.
Oh, she allowed everything to come off and then F6?
F6 winning a piece.
And FG5 and Bishop F5 should be winning. Yeah.
So she ended up blundering even though she was doing the right thing. Like the pawn push was correct, but then she miscalculated.
Right. Bishop F5 is a good move here. Just hold everything and then go Rook C6 and hit the pawn on C2. Okay, that's also a good move, but there is Rook A5 now. But now just C3, maybe Rook D8, double it, go for the mate, do the bro stack. No, that's not quite right. Because now she has 3 pawns and she has safe pawns too. If you look at the pawn structure, the pawns are all very safe. A5, B4, just start running them.
Yeah, I think Alexander's back in the game because it's again so easy to play. Just push and try not to lose the rest of your pawns.
No, Levy's gonna lose here. Levy's gonna lose. The king's coming in now.
Getting to B4, A6,
Bishop
and
D5
he's down to 2 seconds. Oh!
Take the juicer. Okay, now he's winning again because now you take and run the pawn. Take F3, G5, H4, H3, H2. Okay. Maybe Rook H2. But it's now Rook H6 and no. Rook F6 is winning.
Rook F6 was missed to pick up the bishop. 3 seconds left for Levy, and this is not the right tendency. She could just take on H4, guard the C4 pawn.
Yeah.
Oh well, Levy had his chances, but again, being
C6.
so low on time,
Levy's time usage has not been ideal, shall we say? Yeah, he's gonna lose again. B8. Wow, brutal. Wow, brutal.
Oh well, that's 11-3 in Alexandra's favor, and there's still some more time left. How much time do we have for this bullet portion left? Because I don't have a timer.
12 minutes 37 seconds is what I have, so it could be off by about 5 seconds, give or take. But yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, like she's just a stronger player. That's just the reality.
Yeah.
But for Levy, he will. I mean, I think that that he has played some good games in this match. So he just needs to make sure to play like this, or even like learn from this and play at this level or better when he plays in the I Am Not a GM event. I think knight d5 was winning, by the way, because of bishop g4. But whatever.
Was it?
Keep going.
Oh, I missed that.
I don't know, but like so like this is a difference. So like I'll give you a perfect example. This position after queen c8, I know we're on my board we're not going to see the next couple of moves. This is a position where if I was playing against like Fedoseev, we're playing in a very serious speed chess championship match. In 1-0, I probably have to make a move in 4 seconds. In 1+1, you can use 15 to 20 seconds because if knight d5 works, then it's just winning. So that's kind of the point that's really important. It's like in 1-0, you have to do that instantly. In 1+1, you can think rook takes h5 is winning now.
Yeah.
Rook takes h5. Rook h5, Levy.
Rook h5 and checkmate incoming. And he's going for it.
Yep.
Wait. Oh, queen c2 is the right follow-up. I thought he had take.
It actually is. Yeah. Queen h7. Coming.
Oh, because queen h5 knight d3 was still no.
Well, queen h5 there was queen f5 I think, which
okay,
which covered the pawn and it held h7.
No, you're perfectly right about that. I missed that queen f5 is a very strong defensive move. So he spotted it, queen c2. He's ready to play queen h7, knight f6, and then checkmate in 2 or winning the queen. Nicely done by Levy. Nice. At least this game, Alexandra is just smiling about it because it was a beautiful tactical pattern, and she appreciates that too, even if it's her defeat in this game. But I'm sure that she liked the pattern.
Yeah, it was a nice checkmating pattern. Yeah, it was very good.
4 points for Levy, 11 for Alexandra.
Yeah, this is yeah, I mean Levy's doing relatively well in the bullet portion, I would say overall. It's just unfortunately in the blitz, yeah, she's just much stronger. Yeah,
and I thought it was gonna be the other way around. I didn't realize that the blitz was even more dangerous.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, I thought he would win in bullet, but again, 1+1, I wasn't sure how big the margin would be, but again, she's held even in bullet and blitz. She was just much more she was far superior. But yeah, no, it's tough match. But again, Levy just has to kind of use this as motivation to improve. And also, what I would say in regards to Levy is, like, to give an example, like people are obviously, there are going to be people who are making fun of Levy, but he should keep in mind that you know what he really needs to do is use that sort of the negative energy or what people are saying sort of as sort of the fuel or the fire to get better and play better in the I Am Not a GM event.
I agree with you. This is a great training match for him for the event. So there's absolutely nothing for him to like. He will feel bad about how he played, and he will want to do better. That's exactly the motivation he needs. But overall, he will come out as someone who learned. After f3, by the way, I thought there was queen g3 check, but now it's of course a completely different position.
There probably was, yeah. But Levy's doing well, playing very thematically, double the rooks in attack. But yeah, no, what I would also say though is, like, when people say, they don't make fun of Levy, I actually did a lot of that when I was younger. Like a lot of people sort of would, like, you know, if you don't have a good result or you do things a certain way, a lot of people are very negative. And actually for me, that was one of the biggest things that really helped me was that I actually could use all that hate, all that negativity, and just use it to basically fuel myself to perform better and really use that as a motivation.
It's great that you can do that because it happens so many times during the Champions Tour too. Whoa! All right. I mean, Levy's back in this game for sure. Now capturing all those pieces, it's an extra rook. Oh. 5 points for Levy. He has just won the last 2 games. So I think it's even, right? In bullet, yes. I think so.
Is it? Or is he still down by 1?
Oh, actually?
Because it was 7-2, right? Or was it?
Oh yeah, it was 7-2. Yes, they finished the blitz portion with 7-2.
Okay, so he's still down by 1. Okay, so he needs to win this to get back to even in the bullet, right?
At least in bullet, yeah. Yeah. I was just gonna say about the Champions Tour that the type of comments when one of the top grandmasters wouldn't do well, whether it's I mean, I don't even know on whom they were picking in the last 2 events. It's just, it doesn't matter. If someone is not performing as they used to, including Magnus Carlsen, if Magnus is not winning a tournament, then people are like, oh, he's not the same anymore. Oh, should he retire? Or should he, like, you know, like one bad tournament or one bad day. And then all those type of comments is like, seriously, you're watching some of the top chess grandmasters in the world, and you think that because they have a bad day or a bad event, it means that they have no longer a future, that their career is over?
Right. That's exactly. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway, knight h5. Oh, Levy's actually coming back to life. And by the way, you guys, we're not like doing favoritism here. We've given Alexandra a lot of credit. She's been a much better player throughout.
Yeah, and she's been doing so well.
Yeah.
Well, Levy has won again. I need to add more points to that side of the board.
Yeah, the bettors are malding now. The bettors are malding because everyone thought that it was over and she was going to win the 1+1, and now all the bettors are really unhappy.
Yeah, and there's still time. There's still time. Bullet chess is so fast that there could be still a couple of games left in these last few minutes of the match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Levy's got another great position, by the way. And this is an example. Why is he playing his main repertoire now this deep in the match? He should have been playing this earlier. Like, this is everything he's done in this game has been really, really thematic, on point. E5, good move. Maybe knight e5. Knight e5.
Yeah, what is he thinking? Oh, he was just
Bishop g. Oh, there's
thinking
f4.
of which knight.
Oh, there's f4 here. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Okay, that's unpleasant.
C4?
He can only go to c4, yeah.
Bishop d3 maybe, though? You have bishop d3? Bishop c5 is also move, because takes rook e7. You have queen d5. It's a move. So rook e8, of course. Gotta move. Yeah, I think Levy's doing well this game. I think Levy might actually win this game.
He's on a winning streak. This is finally looking great for him. At least he's the one who now can do better psychologically too. It's a lot easier when you're on a winning streak, and then everything seems to be easier when it comes to making good moves.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, he's playing very well. This game, the flow is there. The flow is there. He's definitely got the flow going. Like, takes, and just take on g6. Even something like takes, trade the queen, and knight d3 also looks good. But he's yeah, takes and just queen g6 and knight d3. Pop the knight on d3. Maybe just b5 first and knight d3. Yep, very good. Knight d3. You got a good bastion there, and the pawn supports the knight. Just knight d3, of course. That was a weird
trades
move.
First, and then knight d3, and knight d3 immediately was gonna feel like the best move. Even like this, of course, he's doing well. Rook f8, perhaps. He's down to 9 seconds though, so he has to hurry up.
He's gotta go. What?
Well, wait.
Rook f2.
That can be taken.
Oh, then you have queen b1, then rook. Okay, yeah, rook f2 is probably a draw. Okay, she goes king h2. More Levy. Time, Levy. Time.
Did he just blunder? Rook e7 and checkmate and knight h5 too. That's too much going on. Knight h5. She plays h5. I thought knight h5 was winning.
Yeah, knight h5 was winning. Wait, queen h6?
Yeah, she can just. Yeah, it's Levy who can take it.
b4 and c3. b4 and c3. Oh well, he goes rook f7.
Seconds left for Levy, but at least he hasn't gotten checkmated.
b4. No, okay. Well, still a game. Rook c7 and a5 maybe. Okay, h7. Good move, by the way. Good move because black has outside pawns here to roll down the board. This might be a draw. Knight b2.
Oh, I like knight b2 a lot, and he plays it. Can't be taken because of a3.
King g6, king f5. This is going to be a draw, by the way. Speaking of draws.
Well, this will be the first and maybe only draw. They have only played decisive games so far.
Okay, now king e4, and this will be a draw. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
The first and maybe only draw of the match. Wow.
Yeah, I think it will be.
How much time is left of the match, Hikaru?
I've got 2:40, so probably this is the last game. There might be one more that can occur.
Oh, that half a point makes the scoreboard look a lot worse. There's not that much space now for the numbers.
Yeah.
But it's one draw. It's all right. Only one draw. Every other game has been decisive. They're playing really competitive, fighting chess here for the entertainment of you guys. We hope you enjoyed the match. This has been fun to host, and hopefully fun for the players too, even though Levy has gone through hell at some stage of the match.
Yeah, it's been really rough, yeah. Yeah. I think Levy's got a great position here, though. Just castles, like classic Vienna opening. Really, really good position. See, again, I don't know why Levy didn't do this earlier. Why is he doing this now? He should have done this at the start.
Yeah, it feels like he kept the best for last, but now the match is going to be over in a few minutes.
Yeah. Knight h5. Knight h5 or even knight e6 and queen g4. Oh, knight e6 and queen g4 might be winning too. I really want knight h5, knight f6, but I think knight e6. Okay, still good though.
what's the follow-up? Can he? Wait, can he? I was thinking of the sacrifice. Couldn't he take on h7 and queen h5? Was it working? Well, I don't know any longer, but he's shaking his head after castling. That was
no,
certainly
because
not...
I mean, Levy's down a pawn here, so he's got to attack. He's just down one pawn. It's not. I mean, he's just down a pawn, so he needs to attack.
That was a very strange decision to castle. Even if I don't know if the rook sacrifice was good or not, but that certainly was the direction to go. Keep that h5 for the rook.
He's got to move though. He's just got to move. Whoa. Okay.
Knight h5, but now if you trade on e3 and...
It's gonna work. Takes queen h6, knight g6, rook f6. Very, very sharp still. It should be winning for black somehow. Like rook f6. Rook f6, only move. Rook f6. Just do it. Good. No king h8 because then you take the knight and then you take the rook because black can't take back with it. Oh, she blunders, takes. No!
Levy blundered back. He didn't take. Oh! Oh, it was a mouse slip apparently. Levy's castling, I'm being told. That makes more sense. That makes more sense because the position didn't require castle. All right, couple of mischances.
Yep, this is the end of the match too. The clock is done. Oh, Levy.
Mate in 8, the evaluation bar is saying for black. He's got a couple of last few checks, but it's game over. 2 rooks down and the bishop is gone. What a match this has been.
Is that it? That's it?
12 and a half for Alexandra, 6.5 for Levy. And that's the end of the match.
Yeah.
Alexandra,
that was a nice box. I mean, I tried to not to get checkmated once again.
It's actually it's funny. So chess.com has a feature. If you touch the king and then you touch the rook, it castles automatically. So I meant to move my rook.
Maybe you had a pre-move set or no?
No, like I touched my king and then I was like, I don't want to move my king, so I touched my rook. And boom.
Yes, I thought, well, I mean, okay, why not?
Like, that was
that makes more sense now because we didn't understand why you castled and then your facial expression about it.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have helped the match situation, but that was fun. That was fun. It was a lot of interesting stuff, I think, in the Blitz. I think for
in
me
the bullet,
personally,
you mean?
Yeah, no. In the Blitz, I think the positions were interesting. Bullet was just chaos. I learned not to play the Peer's defense against you. You're gonna checkmate every single time. H4, I was like, okay, I'm getting mated every position.
No, actually, I lost this pawn twice, I think, or something, and I kept asking myself why did I move this pawn to h4 to lose it once again? All over again. But that was nice, yeah. Many nice checkmating patterns in the bullet section. With knight h5, I enjoyed it. Did not expect it, but probably it's very, very known for those who play with the queen on h6, bishop on d3, and then knight h5 somehow. And then I enjoyed my queen to g4 move so much because I thought, well, there is you don't threaten anything. So, but okay.
No, that was fun. I felt I don't play chess, which really matters anymore. So I thought, why not set this up? I figure I'm the underdog, but. Yeah, 3+1 is a fascinating format to me. I completely don't understand it. I just I'm
next
so used
time,
to just...
next time you need to say 60 minutes 1+1 and then 30 minutes 3+1.
No, I wanted to offer no increment, but I felt like it's no too garbage of a format. It's too
no increment. Yes, I need to work a lot. No increment. I'm not that good. I mean, at all.
I felt it was silly. Well, commentators, your impressions. How are you?
Yeah, I actually had a general question, which is because Levy, you don't play. I mean, well, not just you, but nobody plays 1+1, like in a serious way, except for these matches. So, like for you, how did you feel playing 1+1? Because it's much different than 1+0, obviously.
I think for me, it feels the most like something that I'm at least used to. I don't know, like 3-1 and 5-1 feels like classical chess. I'm sitting there like deep in thought. I'm like, what am I doing? I just spent 1/3 of my time. Like, so I feel like in Bullet, I can force myself to at least move.
True.
We felt like that was one of the biggest trouble or difficulty you had to overcome, the time management, especially in the Blitz portion, that you kept going low on time. And Alexandra, even in bad positions, managed to keep being fast, so at least she had that pocket of time to use against you. And I feel like, do you think that in hindsight, not that of course it's easier said than done, but do you think you should have been a bit more practical and not consider those Blitz games, as you said, classical, that you have time to spend? There wasn't much time to spend in the end.
Yeah, you should have seen me, what I was saying to myself. I was like, dude, I was going full Hikaru. Just move, dude, just move. I'm sitting like saying just move, but I'm not moving. I'm saying it, but I'm not. So many times, yeah. Even the very last game, I was like, I'm like, oh, I feel good. You know, I'm playing creative chess. Very interesting.
Yeah,
position.
checkmate
Like,
is coming.
I was like, why do I have 3 seconds? And then I just flagged. I was like, okay. I mean, but it you know, it is what it is. Let's put it this way. I'll be more upset if I lose to the winner of Sagar Shah and Eric Rosen this way. I'll be much more upset. So I'm happy for the match. We can also have a rematch like sometime down the line. Just want to play strong players and gift them subs when they beat me.
How many gifted subs is Alexandra getting for this training
Yeah, we
match?
had a deal.
Yeah, Alexandra basically just named her price. She was like, you know, because it was a favorite, so 25 gifted subs. So if anybody was going to donate to me, if I won, you can donate it to Alexandra's channel. So, but yeah, this was
fun. Great. Thank you so much. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed being checkmated and not being checkmated. And I'm sure the spectators enjoyed listening to your wonderful comments. I mean, you're really doing an amazing job for chess. It's something unbelievable. That's what's going on. I mean, nowadays it's a dream come true, I think. So thank you so much, guys, for this wonderful opportunity.
No problem, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Alexandra, and hopefully we'll see more of you in various events or just playing online as well, and also streaming. So it was really great to watch you play great chess. I think it's been, I mean, for me, obviously I'm very familiar with your chess since we've both been playing so long, but I think for like a lot of the audience that was watching, they're not so familiar with a lot of the stars of chess over the past 10-20 years, and I think for all of them, they had an opportunity to see how strong a player you are, and of course former women's world champion. So it was great for everybody.
Absolutely. Make sure everyone to check out Chess Queen here on Twitch.
Absolutely.
It streams in English and Russian, depending on the day when you tune in. You can either learn a new language or you can join her English language stream. Now, I'm sure that there are many Russian fans out here too. I don't know how you manage with the two languages. I was considering doing English and Spanish streams sometimes, but I feel like even with English, I can barely keep up. So I don't know how you do it. Well
but
done.
I'm used to, because I mean, with my daughter, she keeps answering to me in English. And I say to her in Russian, talk to her in Russian, so I'm very used to at least listen to English. But okay, in Russian, it's always more comfortable for me.
Yeah, I have relatives who have daughters, and the mom only speaks with them in Russian, and the dad only speaks with them in English for like the first few years, and then it's just, I mean, they're in San Francisco, so it's just all English, but. Well,
yes.
that was fun. I'm going to rest. I have to give a chess lesson to a very strong poker player later. So if you guys are streaming, have a good rest of your streams.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll talk soon. And when I'm done, I will gift the bounty, Alexandra. So
yeah.
Great.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much,
Thanks
everyone.
so much to both of
See
you.
you
This
guys.
was a
Bye.
really entertaining match. Bye.
Take care. Bye. I'll be back
Congratulations,
soon.
Alexandra.
Yeah. Well, I am back. I am back just to thank all of you. Oops, I still have the name of Grandmaster Hikaru is still with us. Yes, well, well, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed the match. That was definitely very, very entertaining. And that's, of course, a great opportunity for me to let you all know about my channel. And yes, I do stream in English. So it's a little bit 50-50, I would say. Maybe these days it's even more for English streams. But yes, something is going on. Okay. Anyway, that was a great match. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to do another stream like in an hour or so, but it's going to be in Russian. And it will be like a short Blitz review of the 5th round of the Tata Steel. By the way, how did it end? And yes, make sure to sign up for my Discord server. We just actually opened it today. And that's I'm very happy that I'm getting so many followers. And for those of you who don't know, I created a chess club, chess queen club on chess.com. And since apparently I already reached more than 12,000. I do like a celebration arena every 1,000 followers I get. So this Sunday there is going to be a 12K celebration arena, and that's wonderful. How can you play with me? I do play with my viewers, well, almost every time I stream in English, and I do like daily streams because I gave myself a New Year's resolution to stream daily, and so far so good. 21 days, more than 21 streams actually. Sometimes I do several streams because I'm also working for Chess.com.ru, and for the Russian department of chess.com, and I'm doing like a lot of streams in Russian for chess.com.ru, so make sure to follow the chess.com.ru channel if you speak Russian. And I'm so happy that so many of you followed today, and that's really probably was the most important goal of this match. And I enjoyed the match. There were many interesting games, but yeah. And yes, I still do use Runkeeper. I still do run. Also, I try to run, maybe not daily, but at least 5 times a week. So some New Year's resolutions going on, and well, thanks to your support. It keeps me motivated. Yes, maybe on Sunday there's going to be a 13K celebration arena. Who knows? It's going really great, and that's what actually I mentioned. Nowadays, I mean, there is such a boom for chess and for online chess in particular that I'm very happy to be part of it. I mean, that I've been trying to promote chess, and I've been trying to do my best on this field for the last how many years? I can't remember, quite a few years, and it's really nice to see that well, something has definitely changed compared to like where I started. ChessBase, thank you so much for your support and for what you are doing to promote chess online. And well, How often do I stream in English? As I said, once a day. Once a day, well, maybe like not every day English. Actually, I'm not sure. I think I had 21 streams in English at least in this 21st days of the year. So yes, so make sure to pass by. I'm doing actually another New Year's resolution is to revisit my Chess Killer Tips podcast. All of them. There were 64. If you might remember them, they've been recorded from July 2007 to August 2009, and now I'm doing. I'm rewatching, we're re-listening to those podcasts, and we analyzed in more details the like main positions of this podcast. What's my favorite chess tactics book? Actually, it's chess.com nowadays. Chess.com. I've been doing puzzle rushes also daily. I have a goal to get to 50 this year, and in 5 minutes puzzle rush, and then to 41, right? My current goal is to get to 41 in 3 minutes. So I'm working on that, and there are many well, I hope interesting streams that I'm trying to do, and I will be very happy if you will be the part of it. The puzzles. Well, of course, it's better to use chess books. It was a joke mostly about chess.com being my favorite chess tactics book, but there have been many great chess books where you can work on calculation skills, such as Dvoretsky books, such as Ogard's books. They're all wonderful, and I've been using those. Well, I've been also trying to use these books daily, because I think it's very important to work on your calculation skills daily. And Sam, thank you so much for cheering Gotham Chess. Thank you once again for the match and for subs. It's really great to see your support. And yes, as I said, I need to rest a little bit now to look at all the games that have been played in Vaikanze today, and then I'll be back with my Blitz review in Russian, though in Russian, of the 5th round of the Tata Steel. So hopefully I will see some of you who speak Russian, and then new day, new stream. So will I play Hikaru in the future? Well, I mean, in a match, you understand that I don't really have chances, but actually that was very nice, because I'm going to show you. In the last last Friday, I played in the Arena Kings, and I met Hikaru. And we played a very interesting game. Well, I mean, the game itself maybe was not that entertaining, but I play a lot of games, so yes, that's it. Well, I don't play that many, but that was my game with Hikaru. I lost this game. Probably I need to adjust my board, so you see the whole board and not only half of it. That was my game with Hikaru, and there was very interesting moment at the end game where I was able to save the game. I mean, the end game was about equal. I played well until I missed this bishop f4 idea, and then okay, I went all in, because we played, I mean, Arena Kings are being played with no increment, so 3-0, and you understand that I was running low on time already, while Hikaru was enjoying like 2 extra minutes or so, and And yeah, that was it. That was the key moment of the game. That, I mean, I could have saved this game, and it's a very actually interesting way to save it. So the idea, I mean, black's pawns are very strong. My d pawn is also very strong, but the problem is that black's king is too close to it, so it can help. I mean, it can help its army, his army, to stop it. So if I play d7, king approaches the pawn, and I should have deflected the king. I should have played g5. That was the move that was saving the game. And then after king takes g5, I play d6, and the king cannot stop the pawn anymore. So if he plays f2, I play rook c1, and he will need to move his rook in order to stop the d pawn. But in that case, I will be able to win these 2 pawns, and it should be a draw. So that was, well, of course, a matter of timing, but when you're playing Blitz, online Blitz with 3-0, time is very important. It's as important as the position. And just a very nice example of being able to save the game. And yes, well, actually I am very bad in puzzle battle, because I have something, an issue going on with my puzzle rush. I don't know what is the problem, but some positions just keep uploading incorrectly, so I need to waste time to refresh the page in order to see them correctly. And how to solve this problem, I have no idea. Reported already a bug, waiting for this issue to be solved, but I'm afraid something is wrong with my internet, although streaming works fine. So I don't know, hopefully it well, streams in English, they I can assure you they are going to be. And yes, as I can see many questions from you, I'm very happy to see them, but probably I need to go right now. Was this match stressful? Not really, because I had such a huge advantage after the first part of this match. I was leading 7-2, and then I even increased this advantage. So probably relaxed too soon and started to tilt at some point after being checkmated once, and started blundering, also lost concentration, but that's also the part of the game. I mean, you need to keep focused, you need to keep going and playing all the time, and if you can't keep your concentration, so you should work on it. But anyway, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for your support, for all your follows, for all your subscriptions. I'm going to send the raid now. To what channel should I send the raid? Probably to Anna. She's still streaming, as I can see. So I'm going to send a raid to Anna's channel, and then I'll be back, as promised. I'll be back with my Blitz review of the 5th round of the Tata Steel in Russian. Sorry guys, in Russian, but I promise you that tomorrow evening I'll be back. Well, tomorrow evening I'll be back for sure, because there's going to be the Arena Kings, but it's going to be in Russian again. Sorry guys, in Russian again, because I will be doing comments for Chess.com.ru, but in English stream, probably I'll do an English stream before that, just to show you that this particular match was no exception. And I tried to keep my New Year's resolution, and I'm trying very hard to do streams in English. Так что всем большое спасибо. Да, скоро вернусь на русском. Сделаю обзор Таты сегодняшнего тура. И... Ну, о английском чуть попозже. Так что всем русскоговорящим большой привет, спасибо за поддержку. И надеюсь увидеть вас где-то через час-полтора. Надо поужинать, подготовить обзор. Так что скоро вернусь. I'll be back. And here we go with the raid. Yes, I'm so much more. I'm faster in Russian. That's why it's so comfortable for me to do streams in Russian. But nevertheless, I'll work on my English as well, since I have all of you as my followers now, and I promised you to do English streams daily. Thanks again. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, thanks for all your wishes. Make sure to follow me on my social media and on my Discord, newly created today. Thank you, Chess Noob, for your help. And I hope to see you really soon. Да. А на русском? Ну, совсем скоро. Все, всем пока-пока. Take care, play chess. As always, it was a very, very fun match. See you guys. Bye.